There are moments in a man's life when words from a woman cut deeper than any action. Words carry energy. They reveal the truth hidden behind her smile, her gestures, and her excuses. When a woman tells you certain things, it is no longer just a conversation, it's a warning. A warning that you're giving your time, love, and energy to someone who no longer values them. And if you ignore these words, you'll not only lose her respect, but you'll also lose your own self-respect. So today, listen very carefully, because if a woman ever tells you these 5 things, it's not a test. It's not a joke. It's a clear signal for you to walk away. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to Psychology Speaks, because here, you'll discover the hidden truths about human behavior, relationships, and the psychology behind attraction that most people will never tell you. The first thing you must understand is that words are never random. They reflect her subconscious mind, her hidden emotions, and her true perception of you. When she speaks, she reveals more than she realizes. And when she says certain things, it means her respect for you has already faded. And once respect is gone, love is meaningless. Respect is the foundation of any relationship. Without it, even the deepest love will eventually crumble. That's why when she tells you certain phrases, you cannot afford to explain them away or hope she'll change her mind. You must recognize them for what they are, signs that it's time to leave. Imagine you're sitting across from her, and she says something that shakes you. But instead of confronting the truth, you try to rationalize it. You tell yourself, maybe she didn't mean it. But let me tell you this. When emotions run high, people reveal their deepest truths. And when a woman speaks these particular words, it's the raw, unfiltered truth about how she sees you. Denying it will only trap you in an emotional prison. Accepting it will set you free. One of the deadliest things she can ever say is that she wishes she was with someone else. Maybe she doesn't say it directly. Maybe she hides it behind a joke or a casual comment like, "I wonder what life would be like if I had chosen differently." This isn't curiosity, it's dissatisfaction. It's her subconscious, telling you that she's mentally already exploring a life without you. And the brutal truth is this. Once a woman starts comparing you to another man, she's no longer emotionally loyal. She may still be physically present, but her heart has already started drifting away. If she ever says this, you cannot fight for her attention. You must fight for your self-worth by walking away. Another phrase that reveals her true intentions is when she tells you, "You're too much for me," or "I can't handle you." On the surface, this sounds like she's overwhelmed. But underneath, it's her way of saying she doesn't see herself building a future with you. Instead of rising to the challenge of your personality, your goals, or your masculinity, she chooses the easy way out. She wants a man she can control, a man who bends to her comfort, not a man who challenges her to grow. And if she says this, you need to understand that she doesn't want to evolve. With you, she wants to downgrade, you to fit her level. That's not love, that's limitation. Now picture this. She looks at you and says, "I don't need you." Some people may mistake this as independence, but in the context of a relationship, this is poison. A healthy woman can be independent and still value her man. She can say, "I can stand on my own, but I choose you." That's love. But when she says, "I don't need you," she's stripping away your importance in her life. She's telling you that your presence is optional, that you're replaceable, that your role as her partner has no meaning. And once she places you in that category, your emotional investment in her becomes a waste. This is not strength, it's arrogance. And arrogance has no place in love. One of the most destructive things she can ever say is, "You're not man enough." These words are designed to break you. They're not said in love, they're said in contempt. They attack your masculinity, your confidence, and your very identity. And once a woman weaponizes your manhood against you, it's over. Because respect is gone, and without respect, intimacy dies. This phrase doesn't come from a place of wanting to help you grow. It comes from a place of judgment and superiority. It's her way of saying she doesn't see you as her equal, but as someone she can diminish. And let me tell you this, a woman who truly loves you will never tear down your masculinity. She will uplift it. If she says this, it's not your duty to prove her wrong. It's your duty to leave. Finally, the most dangerous phrase of all, "I don't love you anymore." These words are final. They may sting, they may burn, but they are the purest form of honesty you'll ever get from her. And yet so many men refuse to accept it. They beg, they chase, they try to convince her to change her mind. But here's the psychological truth. Once she says this, She is already emotionally detached. Her love has already died long before these words came out, and no amount of pleading will resurrect it. Staying after hearing this is not strength, it's self-destruction. The strongest thing you can do is accept it. Thank her for the honesty, and walk away with your dignity intact. Now I know some of you might be wondering, shouldn't we fight for love? Shouldn't we give it one more chance? And the answer is yes, but only if there's mutual effort. If she's willing to communicate, to work with you, to build again, then there's hope. But if she speaks these phrases, she's not asking for help. She's declaring her decision. Psychology reveals that when people vocalize such strong statements, they've already thought about them for a long time. They don't come out of nowhere, they're the result of repeated internal reflection. That means she has already detached, and when someone has detached, chasing them will only push them further away. The power lies not in holding on, but in letting go. Walking away doesn't mean you didn't care, it means you cared enough about yourself to not tolerate disrespect, devaluation, or emotional cruelty. It means you understand that love without respect is slavery, and the moment you realize this, you unlock a deeper level of self-respect. Women test men, consciously or unconsciously, and the ultimate test is this: will you choose your dignity over her rejection? If you can, you not only win the game, you rise above it. So next time you hear these words, and don't prove yourself, smile, stand tall, and walk away. Because leaving isn't weakness, it's strength. Strength to choose peace over pain, clarity over confusion, and self-love over one-sided love.